Good evening, everybody. Good to see you. We are live. We are joined by PJ Cruikshank and Derek Nelson. Good to have you guys here. PJ just walked up for coffee, though.
Hey
Hope you're
everyone.
doing well, Derek.
Yeah, I am doing well. Hope likewise for everyone. Thank you.
It's good. It's good. And Roger Little also just joined. What's up, Roger?
Not much. How about yourself, sir?
Good, good, good.
Trying to figure out how my own head works. One of these days I will.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's
and
good to see you
Roger,
guys.
if I
Yeah.
oh sorry, go ahead. I can hold my thought.
Uh,
Derek.
Oh yeah, okay, Roger. I was gonna say, I woke up briefly, like late last night, and saw you were doing a stream, and then I fell asleep too when you guys were talking.
Yeah, that was very interesting, man, that whole thing.
Well, I was awake for about a good half hour of it.
And what did you think?
It was an awesome talk. I'm just saying, no, I feel bad because I fell asleep on it.
Oh, that's good.
But it was late at night, Excuse me.
Yeah, that testimony of the LDS woman I was doing was pretty good, but I've got to finish it off tomorrow because it was an hour and 20 long, so I could only get 40 minutes of it done. So I'll have to finish it off tomorrow.
The things I learned about the LDS, man, I'm telling you.
I didn't know they had half them rituals. I knew they had some mad doctrines and stuff like that, but the rituals, they're almost Freemasonic. Well, they are, pretty much.
A
Doing
lot
the
of
same
them
sort
are.
of stuff. Madness.
Stay out of Salt Lake City.
So
I worked there for a year.
So we'll see tonight if that Andy guy shows up from last night again. That's practically why the stream is set up the way it is.
Yeah, of course.
But I do enjoy it. I must say, I did at least like the chat with him last night. That's why we went a bit longer on.
And another video I saved was Jay Tolan. He takes the curvature of the Earth from space, what they show us, and measures it, so all that. And from what they show us, the Earth should be 3 times the size, apparently, something like that. So yeah, I thought when I first seen it, I thought Jay Tolan talking about curvature. So he is definitely gone back to the globe or whatever, but no, he's debunking it. He's talking about being flat, but that it really does my nutting from that video he did a year and a half ago, talking about NASA and stuff like he was a fanboy. I don't know why he did that. I seriously don't. I really don't. Because he's talking like a flat earther again. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
He said he was going to do this with the what is it? Parallax.
Right.
He had a software that actually could show the parallax at high altitudes and how it affects the curvature. And yeah, he said it's much bigger. He mentioned that like last.
Well, that's a good way to put it. I mean, what they're telling us is we know it's rubbish because by his measurements it should be 3 times the size. You know what I mean? So, but when everything's perfectly level and the globe is meant to be 3 times the size is what they tell us, there's definitely something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even with the QE's Black Swan, I think Adam Meakin did the math on it. It's about 3 to 4 times would be the size with a horizon at that distance. Yeah,
there it is.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to do a stream on that. I mean, I don't often do Jay Tolan stuff because the way he talks, it's kind of hard to get to grips with what he's saying sometimes. But it looks pretty interesting.
But I think Jay's taking on too much than he should. Like he's trying to get a distance to the sun.
Yeah, I mean,
guys, Isaiah 2 to fulfill prophecy. Next joke.
That's what I'm saying. Joke. He has to come in and say something about, the Bible, doesn't he? He has to. He's almost like Luca that way. He has to try and debunk the Bible when it can't be. So I'm glad I've gotten blocked.
Well, what's the guy's name that came in yesterday after I left? And I hopped back in because I just had to say something, man.
I don't understand all these
all
these earthers that don't believe in God. I mean, what the hell is going on? But, a creator is not enough. That's not enough for your salvation, knowing there's a creator. Not enough.
It's knowing your creator.
Right.
I just want to say to you, It's not a failed prophecy because that prophecy only comes after Jesus returns.
How can it be a failed prophecy if it's not even been fulfilled yet?
It
Is
can
he
only
going
be
with a-
fulfilled once Jesus returns.
Is he a preterist?
No, he just doesn't.
No, he doesn't believe in scripture.
Christian God.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Mhm.
Oh well.
But they're all okay believing in flat Earth with a creator or some sort. I mean, what?
It's like a giant energy blob that made everything or something. I don't know.
Gotta be.
An entity. That's the word I'm looking for.
If that's what you want your creator to be, a giant entity blob of some sort, then that's perfectly fine. But
Well, you
blobs
can get that
don't
in Star.
create things.
You can get that in Star Trek. Like Q could be your god.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, cute.
He wants us to pull it up. Can maybe one of you pull it up for us? Because he doesn't believe me that it has to come after Jesus.
Wow.
It's really about Jesus placing his city on Mount Zion and that there will be no more wars. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
What
just
was it,
want to say
Isaiah? What?
Isaiah 12,
2,
right?
Sorry.
Isaiah 2. Isaiah 2, verse 2 to 4.
2, 4. Isaiah 2, 2 to 4. Right.
Oh, gotta wait till I'm home someday. Miss doing stuff on the PC, I have to say.
You'll
Yeah,
get there, brother.
we miss your voice, Flats, because we can't really hear you that well over here with that mic. Man, I'm telling you.
I'm so sorry. I'll hold
Yeah,
to
no.
my mouth better.
Well, and consider it an exercise of not getting too upset with yourself for things that are ultimately out of your control.
Right, so
Yeah.
Isaiah 2, 2 to 4. Now it shall come to pass in the latter days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow to it. Many people shall come and say, Come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob. We will teach us his ways, and he will teach us his ways, and we shall walk his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And the fourth one is, he shall judge between the nations and rebuke many people. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more.
See? And that happens after Jesus returns.
Talking about, yes, when peace comes, when true peace comes.
Well, yeah, why do you think they call him the Prince of Peace? Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Marshy says, PJ is rich. He can afford to have the heating on wearing a t-shirt.
It's not hot where he is at all.
it's bloody, it's still cold.
Dude, like I said earlier, 64 degrees here right now.
It's still cold, but the thing is, when I start putting tops on, I warm up so quickly. I hate being too hot and I hate being freezing. It's one of them. So like I'm up and down with my heating. I have to turn the heating on, I have to turn it off. Like I'll turn it off in a minute. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it is on.
PJ, if you were Irish, you'd be a baked potato.
A baked pie. No, if I was Irish, I'd be a baked puddy. A puddy. A puddy.
So how's that carbon-14 dating work? Oh, sorry.
I don't know if that Adam guy is going to show up. We'll see. That's the only reason we put the stream up for him, because he thinks Jesus is a myth. I don't know if you guys watched the video I put out today.
You put out
The
a
short?
video today?
Oh, he put out. It was like last night for me. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it. See what I mean? I'm not even getting them notifications. Let me just check my notifications.
Welcome to YouTube.
No, I've got a notification for this one, for the live,
Yeah.
but not for the video. No. Not that I can see anyway.
So let's ask the question: is Jesus a myth?
No. No.
Definitely.
The likes of the Quran's Jesus, yes. That type of Jesus is a myth.
Yeah, that's a fake Jesus. Yeah.
That's a fake Jesus. Yes, absolutely. But
Every-
the other Jesus, the one we have a relationship with, no, absolutely not a myth. Do you know how he's not a myth? Because I've got a relationship with him, and I'm not having a relationship with nobody. You know what I mean? So he's not a myth.
That's insane, Vicky. £165 for a month for gas and electricity. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what she's paying. But I'm in a bed sit. She's got a 2-bedroom. I'm in a bed sit, and I get charged twice that amount. I'm not paying it. I'm not. Yes, I get twice. For 3 years. I'm now in debt $9,000 for 3 years, and I paid every single penny the first year. I was in credit, and then April come. I was $1,500 in debt automatically. You know, and they still haven't sorted it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Beyond a joke.
It's insane.
I've heated a 4-bedroom house for $400 a month in the wintertime in the middle of the mountains in Arizona. And we're talking sub-zero temperatures, like a month or two out of the year.
Savagely, it's 70 something degrees outside. I'm not running the heat on no fireplace. Don't blame me if it's 70 something degrees.
It's warmer where he is, whoever it is.
It's -2 Celsius here. Yes, again, Celsius is the same as centigrade. Just Celsius is the name of the guy called Celsius, isn't it? Centigrade and Celsius is the same thing. Centigrade is the true measurement of it, but Celsius was the guy. Was something to do.
Oh my word!
What's up?
Julius Caesar died on Passover by being pierced. Weird similarity. No, Julius Caesar didn't die on Passover.
Oh my goodness. You believe things like that, but you don't believe scripture. My goodness. You're so easily fooled.
Jesus died on Passover.
Wow.
So my question is, if he'll read Roman history and not see a correlation with the Bible at all, there's something wrong with him. Wow. They think that all the Bible has no historical value at all to it.
Well, I can only see what he says when Flats brings it up. So, I mean, I blocked him ages ago.
I can see him.
I mean, fine if you're flat earther, it's all good. But when you're trying to mock Christianity or mock Christ, then you can piss off. Simple as that. I don't care how good of a flat earther you are. You know what I mean?
So you can't see him here in Restream?
I could see it. Well, no, because I ain't got the chart up in Restream.
Okay, so let's see. Julius Caesar was assassinated on March 15th, 44 BC. A date family known as Edus of March. He was stabbed to death by a group of Roman senators who feared he was becoming a king and threatening the Roman Republic.
Stabbed to death is different from being pans pierced and hung on a cross.
Well, yeah. I think he's reference to the spear in the side thing. That's what he's trying to make reference to. Being pierced. And he poured out water out of his side? That's what
it was done in the theater of Pompeii, Rome.
Yeah. They used to do that because the blood separates from water, and if you see that, then they're dead, you know, sort of thing. That's why his side was pierced, to make sure he was dead and not a bone was broken, like prophesied. Because usually they break the legs to suffocate them. Jesus didn't have to.
They usually break the knees, the kneecaps, so that they would carry. Because how it happened with the crucifixion is to take a breath, they'd have to lift themselves.
Yeah, the fixate.
Yeah, it's a
so they'll slowly be suffocating with the fixation. So when they break the bones, the kneecaps, it will make it. They wouldn't be able to lift themselves up.
They're just hanging on their hands. Then they're just hanging their hands, and then cuts off.
And they never did that to Jesus.
Yeah. Didn't have to. His soul was given up in the end. He gave up his soul in the end, so they didn't have to.
I just had an idea. Bob Ross.
That supports the prophecy that not a bone will be broken.
Sure.
Which it wasn't.
So I think Bob Ross should do a picture of Golgotha. I'm just messing with you. I don't think you should do that.
The place of the skull.
Yeah.
Skull Mountain. I think
Hey, is that where Skeletor lives?
He-Man.
I'm the master of the universe. So I don't think the Allen guy's going to show up, dude.
We don't know. He showed up quite late last night, but I don't know if we're going to go over an hour tonight. Got quite a headache, so we'll see what to do.
Yeah, you look like you're a little bit in pain there, sir.
Yeah.
You see it in your eyes.
A bit of a migraine, but it's okay. I'm here. It's good to see everybody though.
Get some
Oh,
excitement.
yeah. Hope you're getting enough rest in between all this chaos there, Keith.
This is what this is. This holiday has not felt like I've rested at all.
Here we go.
Yeah. Hey, True Few, how's it going? You've come to tell us that Julius Caesar is actually Jesus.
So, do I sound? Maybe.
Hello?
So, what?
How do you come up with
It's
No,
a little silly.
You're a fool.
When the Romans
Coming in hot, dude.
defeated the Jews in Jerusalem and they got control of the text, what was different about the Jews than all the other religions? They had a religious inspired text. Nobody else had that. Everybody else was like worshiping, like the Druids. When the Romans took out the Druids, they had statues, right? They worshiped statues and they idols, right? But the Jews were different. They were inspired by text, which was not common by any, right?
Shut up.
So but the Romans didn't understand that. So when the Flavian family, when they destroyed the Jews in Jerusalem, right? Then they got control of the text, the Flavian family, with Titus and them. So when there was rumblings in Alexandria, the Romans wanted to control their religion.
You're too loud. Can you turn it down a bit?
Yeah.
Or back off the mic a little bit, dude.
Okay, True Few. First of all, I don't know where you're getting information, but everything you're saying is literally wrong. First of all, Julius Caesar never died on Passover, okay? He never died at all nonsense. He never died by crucifixion either. No, okay?
You'd have a green pierce.
And also, the Romans have never ever held the Jewish texts.
Thank goodness for that. He's full of
Yeah,
it.
He left.
He probably
Everything he literally just said is false information, people. Nothing he just said was true.
That's what I'm saying. Where does he get this information from that he's so easily swayed by it compared to scripture? It's just beyond a joke.
He Googles crap, dude.
Well, it's like it also strikes me as he has an issue with God himself at some point. Did you do that? It strikes me that he has an issue with God at some point, so therefore he can't be real. He's actively looking for reasons not to believe him.
Yeah, that's what it's almost like a Luca thing. He comes in just to bloody try and debunk.
Well, not quite.
If you're talking about
he doesn't have that quite malicious intent, but this guy, well, it's not malicious exactly either, but there's still an intent behind it.
Yeah.
He does not want to believe God of the Bible for some reason.
Well, he just wants to debunk it.
Right. Or try to.
When it comes to flat Earth, they're fine with it, and they're fine with usually they're fine with scripture supporting flat Earth. But when it comes to Jesus being oh no. You know, beyond a joke.
Has he ever said that he doesn't believe in Christ?
Well, I think so.
Well, I mean, even if he were to say he doesn't know who he's talking about if he's saying other things about who Jesus is.
He's saying it's a copy story, basically, that the Jews copied all these other...
Because Jesus is not Julius Caesar, so let's get that point forward.
No, but like I say, so many differences between Julius Caesar's death and Jesus' death, okay?
I would never conflate the two at all in my mind.
I mean, first of all, did Rome ever celebrate Passover?
No.
No. Passover was always celebrated. Yeah, Passover was always celebrated and observed in Judea. Okay, Rome had absolutely nothing to do with Passover. And the thing is that Passover always changes every year. Okay, and in 44 BC, on the 15th of March, when Julius Caesar was killed by senators by stabbing, okay, it wasn't the Passover.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to research that, wouldn't it be? Yeah.
But he was assassinated by the Roman civic. By the civic date. So it literally had nothing to do with one another. There's no copy at all from Julius Caesar.
None at all. Not other than they died.
So
yeah,
why would a
witness records in the Gospels, and there's witness of you know what I mean? And there's other witnesses that knew the witnesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's why I showed the video I released today. I don't know if you want to quickly show it, PJ.
Yeah,
it's quick. It's
I haven't seen it yet, so
I haven't watched it.
3 minutes long.
All right. Under videos is it under shot?
Under videos.
I was wrong. Sorry, Andy.
That one. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Come on, load up. Thank you. Oh, come on, odds. Refresh it because odds taking time. There we go. Yeah, when you refresh it during an ad, it stops the ad. So yeah, that's the way of doing it.
Yeah.
Right. There we go.
Hey guys, I just want to say, Andy, you were correct. Josephus did not know Jesus personally, so I got that wrong. But this is where I actually heard what I heard. I want you guys to listen to what these guys are saying, and then you'll see why Josephus is a really good and validatable source on why Jesus existed and was crucified.
Remember, if we go back to our discussion about the Jewish Passover and about how it was required for Jews to be in Jerusalem on the Passover, this was a biblical requirement. It was also a requirement in the Jewish Mishnah, in the Jewish Talmud. They all require this. But that's not all they require. They're very clear that you're supposed to go to Jerusalem and you're supposed to eat the Passover lamb, but you're also supposed to do this in the house of your father with your larger extended family gathered, and you're supposed to spend the night.
This is a very important part. Listen very carefully on what he says right now.
And this is to reenact that very first Passover where you gather indoors with your family and you don't leave the house all night, because in that very first Passover during the Exodus, the destroyer is going to pass over the house. So you don't want to go outside the house because the blood of the lamb on the doorposts, is a marker for the destroyer to avoid, to pass over the house. This is really important for understanding where Josephus's acquaintances would have been on the Passover of 30 AD, because Josephus's commander, his commander, Josephus tells us 3 times, was very old. Twice he tells us he was the oldest of the high priests in 68, 69 AD. You don't become the oldest of the chief priest and high priest by being a young man.
So you heard that. It was Josephus, commander. So I want you to pay close attention to who his commander was and who his acquaintances were.
So he was clearly very old. He's probably in his 70s or 80s, which means he would have been an adult in 30 AD. He would have probably been older than Jesus. But now we know where he would have been on the evening of Passover. Josephus' commander would have been in the house of his father in Jerusalem, celebrating the Passover. Where was Jesus brought on the evening of Passover when he was arrested? He was brought into the house of Josephus' commander's father, the father of Josephus' commander. He was brought to the house of Annas, as the Gospel of John says, and Annas is the father of Josephus' commander. He would have been required to be there. So it seems like when Josephus says it was the first men among us who accused Jesus before Pontius Pilate, he's telling us, I know at least 1 or 2 of the people who accused were part of this accusation. And who's the most likely candidate? His own commander, who would have been at the trial of Jesus in his father's house on Passover.
That is just mind-blowing. So Josephus knew the commander who was personally there with Jesus at the Passover for his crucifixion. So I guess we can gather then, yes, Josephus is a very validatable source for proving Jesus actually lived and he actually got crucified. And notice, this is an outside source of the Bible. This is for all the critics out there claiming that Jesus never existed or that his crucifixion never happened. This is just one of the evidences that yes, he did exist. Don't forget to hit the likes and share the show. God bless.
Very much so. I did hit the like, didn't I? I'm sure I did. I think I did.
But I mean,
yeah, I did. I did.
But I mean, how can anybody now say that Jesus was myth? You know what I mean? Where you literally have
Did exist.
an outside
Don't
source
forget
like
to hit the likes
Josephus
and share the show.
was very I'm gonna say what he presents is actually very accurate, because he was like what you would call a press at that stage, a journalist at those stages at the time, and all he did was just record history and everything. And he personally knew people that were in the house of Jesus when he was taken for crucifixion in the Passover.
How come they say in the
That
zeitgeist
also
that, you know,
that
Josephus
also
isn't? Go ahead. I was going to ask,
that even
why don't they
debunks
consider?
that
Yeah,
even debunks
Joseph.
Islam.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get you. But I was going to ask, like, a lot of people say that Josephus wasn't a valid witness to Christ. I don't understand that at all.
And this proves it different.
Yeah.
Very valid, because he knew the people personally who witnessed Jesus' crucifixion.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, because, like I say, it's something outside of the Bible that correlates to the Bible and correlates to the story of the Bible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finding more and more of this as time goes by. Like Sodom, Gomorrah was actually discovered.
And when I say story of the Bible, I mean true story. I say that a lot, story, and people think I mean fiction. No, I mean true story. If I say story, I just mean what happened.
Yeah, the narrative. What you mean is the narrative's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hear that a lot when I was a kid. Like, are you telling stories, PJ?
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people think when I say story that I'm saying it's a fictional story. No, I'm saying it's true story when I say stories. You know what I mean? I'll be more definitive if I'm talking about something it's not true. I'd say, you know, a false story or a mythical story or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That your backup channel's doing good, dude. I mean, 40.
I don't understand. It just shows you, doesn't it? Right? I put the same 3 shorts. I haven't uploaded to my backup in a year, and it was on 125 subs. It's slowly gone down from 135 to 120. I put on 3 shorts on there, the same 3 shorts I put on my main channel, which has 600 subs more. My main channel, the most it got was 11 views. On my backup channel with 100, it went up 40 subs. It got 2.4 thousand views. That shows that my main channel is censored.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Definitely. And to get 40 subs off of 3 shorts, I mean, what?
Very good. Very good.
I can't even do that on my main channel. And it's the same shorts.
I've been bouncing around from 507 to 509, 507, 508 for like the last week. It don't stay still.
So what I've done, instead of doing a vertical stream tomorrow, I've actually doing a stream to my backup just to see if any of those new subs see it and turn up. You know what I mean? And then maybe I can plug my main channel to them. I don't know. It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Well, I dare say, like in this particular corner of YouTube, we don't have to worry too much about subscriber count. We really don't. And why? It's like because we have the truth on our side.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
So no, that's
it's
just why. Like
it's
YouTube,
just to show that
kind of want to shut us all down.
Yeah, no, it's just to show that it's not. I don't care about the amount of subs. I'm just trying to show that my main channel is obviously censored compared to my backup, because I haven't done anything flat earth on my backup, so that's probably why. Yeah,
it's not marked as a flat earth channel.
No, not yet.
Well, maybe you can keep it that way and grow a whole more subs out of there. Hey, Vic.
Yeah, but I'm not. No.
Hey, Vicky, how's it going?
Good. Ford, come in.
Hi, Vic.
Choose Vicky.
Hi, Derek.
Hey.
Hey, Flash, do you got any Excedrin or anything you can take for your headache? Just thinking. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Do you have any Excedrin? It's migraine medicine. Do you guys have stuff like that over there?
I already took medicine. Just gotta go away someday.
You suffer really bad with migraines, though, don't you?
At a stage, no, I think it's just maybe all the stress that's built up this last month now. You know what I mean? And then I was just sure with sinuses, where specifically are. So I think it's everything just accumulated together.
I used to have them really bad when I was a kid, and to the point I'd end up in hospital because my vision would go, like I couldn't see anything, and I just felt sick all the time. It was horrendous.
Yeah, migraines can really mess everything up.
Yeah.
So let me go and check my backup channel and see, because I put another few shots up there. Let's see what they got. I put a few after that 2.4 thousand. I put the same shots on my main channel again last night, and as the same as my backup channel. Let's see the difference. I'm gonna go check now. Oh, bloody hell, it's the wrong one page.
Did you not know that in the Bible 365 times it says, "Don't be afraid"?
Yeah,
I have heard
Yeah,
that.
fear not, or don't be afraid. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't know it had said it that many times, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wow. Right, so
Once a day.
the three shots I put up last night on my main channel has got 6, 6, and 11 views. Right, so let's go to my see how much it's got on my backup.
When you say there's 1K on one of them, right?
Yeah, that was the ones from last week. I'm talking about last night. Right, I put ones on last night. Let's see what they got compared to 11, 6, 6, and 11. Switch channels. Where are you? There you are. Switch accounts. PJ, yeah, it's gone up another couple of subs as well. So the shots I put up last night. Hold on, I need to view channel. I'm viewing PJ. The same sub, the same shots. They got 6 and 11. Got 69, 277, and 56. So there's still a big difference there. You know, still a big difference. One of them got 277. And my main channel got 6. You know? It's madness. It's madness.
It is. Crazy.
Well, I'll show you quickly. Can I just quickly show you?
Yeah.
Have you seen his Rumble channel, Flats?
Right, so
the unlikes are incredible.
As you can see at the bottom, hold on. At the bottom there, you can see 69, 277, but even further up, 2.1 thousand and 1.4. And if I go to my switch accounts, go to my main channel, do that, and view your channel, and go to the same shots. There you go, 6, 6, 10, 16, 9, and 13. Same shots. Same shots.
Can you believe that?
Madness, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. So we do get shadow banned. That's bigotry right there, and by definition, isn't it?
Yep. But do you think they care?
Nope. I'm going to be doing a couple of streams on high altitude flight, like with the Blackbird and the U2 and what they have to do to prep to fly so high, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to what they do in the ISS station. Yeah. Dude, they would not have that free reign. Like, oh, we're floating around, just bumping into the crap. It's an imaginary
I don't know if
land.
I don't know if that Andy guy's gonna show up there.
No, it don't seem that way.
Doesn't look like. What about the legend of Tacitus around 64 AD when the emperor blamed Christians for the burning of Rome? Tacitus assured the emperor that Christ was indeed executed. But there you go. There you go. By Pontius.
That Tacitus? Yes, Tacitus is a good is one of the good sources outside as well to show. He was an early second century writer. You know that what's that other guy, the Metaphysics Mike? Remember that guy that's against Trinitarian?
Mhm.
I mean, I've been like commenting against these things in a long time, and today it finally comes to look. I don't even know who you are. How can I run away from his debate? And then I just go through all his videos, all the comments I've been leaving to him and stuff.
Did he catch on?
Now all of a sudden he doesn't know who I am.
Amnesia.
Yeah, selective amnesia.
I bet you, JT in a year, he'll like not even know who you are neither. Flat Sue.
No, he just acts like I don't exist.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess, brush you off like dust or something.
Well, you don't. You're just ones and zeros I can see anyway,
Well, get out of the matrix there, PJ. Get out of the matrix. When I talked to Jaden earlier, he seemed to be in good spirits, so man.
Oh, good. No, when you said that, he said I best have messaged. I was like, why do you get a message him all the time? Sometimes I get there though. Sometimes there's been one that hasn't got there, so I just scrapped it and then did another one. The one I sent you. But it's got that's a long message. It goes on further than that. That's all I could fit in the screenshot. I was just showing you that I'd messaged him on the 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think he looked at it yet. He said he was going to go check his messages, see if he had.
He said it himself to me though. He says with this art, he said at the beginning, with this art being a prison thing, sometimes it takes days to get there. Even though it tells me it's sent, sometimes it'll take days for him to get. So, he's definitely got it.
I don't know why he's wasting his free phone call and calling me. I'll be calling mom and dad.
Not free. Not free.
I don't know. The one he called when he calls me, the one he calls me, they get the free call. Yeah.
Oh, well, he'll probably use his actual real credits on his family.
Yeah, he does.
Free one for you. Yeah. But he's not struggling for stamps and stuff like that. I think his family's quite, well off. So he's okay that way. You know what I mean?
Well, hopefully he gets out sooner than he hoped.
Yeah, he will. He will. He's not going to be. It's his first time in prison. He's not going to do. Like, he's got 4 years. The most he's going to do is 2. The most. I think he should be out before that. But
well, if you get on good behavior over here, you can get work release and you can get out and get credits for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Over here, you just get mistakenly let out.
Mistakenly? Oh, yeah. And then sent back home with the free pocket full of money? Yeah.
No,
mistakenly let me out when I was in.
There's a murderer from the next town on from me, and he's out of prison on the run.
Yeah.
Where's the cops at? What are they doing?
Oh, they don't.
Well, they close most of the police stations. My police station has an open sign outside it when it's open.
They'd rather pick you up for littering or jaywalking.
The police station should be open all the time.
Not that you have jaywalking in the UK.
It literally has an open sign when they're open out front.
Mm.
So if you're a criminal that lives in the place I live, you just got to commit crime when it's not open.
There you go. So you can't be reported or chased or arrested. Yeah. Make sure
the nearest police are like 18 miles away.
Oh, man. You're in trouble. If something happens, what do you do?
And Vicky, I do wonder, like, is there a chance you guys could form like some kind of neighborhood watch, like just amongst yourselves as a community, where none of you are breaking the law, but you're keeping an eye out?
No, so
you
the street I live in, where I live, I'm the youngest person here. Everyone else is over 55. Mm-hmm. But I have cameras on the front and back of my house, and my neighbours to the side and at the back, I get on with really well. But it's really quiet here where I live. Most people don't know it's here.
Well, at least it's quiet somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
To be fair, they're all deaf, so they wouldn't hear it even if it wasn't.
But they need you to be on guard duty.
Have you guys been seeing what's been going on in Iran lately?
Yeah. They's had enough, haven't they? But
And that's exactly what's going to happen everywhere.
Yeah, and this is the thing that you notice the Palestine lot are not talking about Iran and stuff like that. Like, them people are sick of being oppressed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're getting
They
forward.
really are, aren't they?
But that's what the people don't understand. All these Muslim countries, the population has been forced into Islam. It's not like they chose it by choice.
No,
they were forced into it. You take it or die.
Iran used to be a really popular place for people to go because it was like one of the top places.
It used to be Christian and Jewish mostly, and it used to be beautiful. And yeah, it was actually a very rich country. Since Islamists took over and they totally, put the Sharia law in, look what a hellhole it's become.
My mom's side of the family, they're from Beirut in Lebanon, and they came over here. They're Christian. They're not Muslim. That's why they came here to free themselves from the Muslim oppression.
Well, that's why a lot of them had to leave, Roger. That's right. Go ahead.
I think even 10th Man came from Iran.
Huh? Yeah, and you know my mother's maiden. Yeah, the side of my family from there, their last name is Solomon. Yeah, I know. And my great uncle was called Abraham Solomon. That was his real Christian name.
Wow.
He lived to be 104 years old. He used to keep bees for a living.
Wow.
South Dakota.
Yeah. Honey's good for you, though.
So it says honey kept him living.
He was eating raw honey. He didn't. He processed the rest of his honey to sell to the public, but the stuff he consumed was right off the comb.
104 is a good going, man. That's well good going.
His sister did about 102. That would be my grandmother.
Wow.
And her sister lived to be about 104 too. And I had a conversation with her about, I think, 98 years old. And we were just sitting there like, she said, I'm really tired. I'm like, you're really tired? I imagine so. And she said, I know, I'm just really tired of watching this show go on and on and on every day. It's the same thing at 98. I mean, I'm pretty sure she sat there and watched the news and stuff. And like, it's like it cycles, dude, if you notice.
Yeah, there is people they get to a point where it's I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm not definitely not. I've still got that fear, but yeah, I'm sure that there'll be an acceptance at some point, Yeah.
Well, I mean, get out of the mundane, go out and do stuff, Just don't sit around and watch TV all the time. Yeah.
My neighbor Dennis, he's in his 90s and he's only just stopped doing like mowing the grass. Nice. But he got a mobility scooter and he goes down the pub on it every Friday.
Nice. Did he get any bells and whistles to go with his mobility scooter, like a stereo or flashing lights?
No. Because
the flashing lights you get is your indicators and your brake lights.
To be fair though, there was a bloke here that goes round on his mobility scooter with speakers on and he plays like Elvis and that.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see me going around playing Metallica on my scooter.
I'd play dodgems with people.
Well, I did tell my wife if I ever reach 90, I'm going to rent myself a Ferrari Spider, and I'm going to put an I Love Mom tattoo on the side of my arm and get myself a lime green mohawk. And drive around playing with that.
Lime green, love it. No thanks.
What's the line? Now, I've
That's
had
it's a Fenian colour. That's a Catholic colour. I'm joking. It's just what Celtics colour in their Catholics. Or their classes of Catholics.
Yeah, but lime green's not necessarily Celtic, but yeah.
No. It's the colour when a Celtic fan goes to a match and they dye their hair. It's lime green. Yeah.
Now I had a mohawk when I was younger, but it was fire engine red, bright.
I played for a club called FC Porto. It was based on the Celtics in the UK.
They sacked their manager today.
Did they?
Oh.
Celtic did, yeah.
But Celtic's always been struggling there.
Well, I mean, Celtic was the best team in Scotland at one point. There was the Rangers, Celtic, and then Rangers. Celtic back in the 70s, early 80s, and Rangers kind of took Aberdeen for a little bit. Then Rangers took over for the next 9-10 years, and then Celtic ever since. Then it's been between Celtic and Rangers usually
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah. Well, they've been the close rivalries.
Yeah, it's old firm match. Yeah.
Bringing up the sport, man. Everybody over here always mentions Arsenal like they know something about the sport. I know.
Man United sacked their manager today.
Yeah, but Man United is not the same Man United there was.
No.
Yeah.
When Ferguson left, it went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think Alan's coming, buddy. Sorry.
No, I don't think so. But I think Man United's never really been the same. The best team was still when Paul Scholes and Giggs and them were all playing.
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
Yeah, Jesus is coming back soon.
Even though
It's not
Phil
the-
Neville's
And Mike says he's here all the time. He's here in Holy Spirit within us all the time, but physically he's with the Father.
Amen.
Well,
Amen.
keep your eyes up. Look at the
Absolutely.
sky.
Absolutely.
That's how I look at the earth. I prove the curvature by looking at the sky every time. I throw perspective out the window and any angular size change of anything that I look at just for the look at the sky.
Ooh.
So I think Drunk Debunk
Do you have
is
any
making sorry.
Oh,
I haven't watched these. I
Babe,
haven't watched these stuff for a while.
I was going
Well,
to
he's
say. Sorry. You were talking. I thought you just stopped. I just wanted to say, babe, have you got Chris Conley's link? Because he's only on 30 odd and he needs 50 to be able to stream on his phone. You know what I mean? He can stream off PC, but he needs 50 to stream off his phone. He got a few subs in my chat last night, but it'd be good if you can get up to 50. I know he's not here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
guys,
Chris?
sub to him. Yeah, you put the link in. Do sub to Chris Conley.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Have you
I don't know
got
if I subbed.
it on you, babe? Have you got it? Get a
Of
hand.
course I've got it.
Yeah, you've usually got these things.
Yeah, she's a mod, dude. You know, that's
I
how she
know.
rolls.
I like this. He's cool, man. He's got some funky ideas, but he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I still think you need containment. You can't just go off with the magnetic principle to contain all these.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Even if there is that magnetism, you still need that physical containment. I
Yeah,
think.
diamagnetism. Look, the electric universe can still work with a physical closed firmament as well.
It probably worked better, I think. Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah,
does, yeah.
basically.
Because it needs-
Ooh, he needs 11 more. 11 more. He's got 39.
Okay, nice.
I'll go over and see if I sub to him. Just make sure.
I'll sub on my thingy one.
I subbed on both of mine.
I got 3 I can use. I'm not sub to him.
I wonder if we got
Oh,
any
sorry.
takers. I wonder if we got any takers in the chat that think Jesus wasn't God, or was just a myth who wants to come in and
Well, he's just a
challenge it.
prophet. He's just a prophet, dude. He's always just a prophet. Ask
Well,
Islam.
it's like,
Tell you all
okay,
about it.
like all the other Abrahamic beliefs, like Jew or Islam, despite their disagreements whether he was the Messiah or not, or the manner in which he died, they don't deny that he actually existed. None of them.
At least that much, yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
Right.
I think it's more defaming when they say he was just a messenger or a prophet. That just makes it-
Yeah, correct, Roger. Yeah. But they don't deny that he ever existed, is the point. You know, it's historical.
Well, but those people that biting that Mithra stuff and all that, they do deny he actually exists. He's just an allegory for the sun.
Yeah, I've heard that too, and
Yeah, but
that's
you
a
see,
leap in
that's
faith
the
on their
people-
part.
But that's what I was hoping
Go
Andy
ahead.
would come into that, because he was
Yeah.
bringing Mithras up and things and saying, "Oh, it's just copying that." No, there's so much differences between those pagan beliefs and Christianity. It doesn't even fit.
Well, just back on Chris for a minute. Yeah, D-Man's trying to help him get his. He's got a PC, a laptop. He's trying to get it, help him install his drivers and get it all up and running. So he'll have a channel put together pretty soon. Better than what he's got. Yeah.
Who?
Hey,
I mean-
Chris Conway.
Yeah, Chris Conway. I mean, let's for instance look at some of the pagan myths. Okay, if we look at like Osiris, the Tammuz, and Mithras, and all of them, they're all just mythological. There's no actual historical documentation those things ever existed. You do know that?
Yeah, like
It's
Osiris
literally
never really
hearsay.
existed. Yeah. There's no
Yeah,
real.
it's just hearsay mythological things.
Well, you mean like the solar system and all the Roman gods their planets are named after? That's all mythology too.
Yeah.
There's no Roman
Because-
god of war. You know.
Yeah, and it was all based on just symbolicity, symbolism, like die and rise is symbolism. They had, how can I say, it represented something. Like, for instance, a god would represent fertility, another god would represent a season or agriculture or whatever. And they would exist outside of everything. There's no eyewitnesses or there's just nothing.
They're
Okay.
deified. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play.
And none of those so-called gods were ever crucified. First of all, they never died. They never came as the Son of Man and died. So none of those things even fit Christianity. If we think about, for instance, Osiris, okay, how was Osiris, quote unquote, he's symbolically killed? He was dismembered.
Yeah.
He was just dismembered and reassembled. Is that got anything to do with Jesus?
No,
Not the same at all. Jesus was never dismembered, was he?
no,
No.
But I know it.
Mm-mm.
No. It's quite
None of his
crazy.
bones were broken.
If we look at the Tammuz, it's a seasonal myth. So Tammuz just returns every single year. Does Jesus return every year?
No,
No, but Santa Claus does.
no, he doesn't.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
And then, like what Adam brought up last night, is Mithras. Mithras never dies and resurrected, ever. So I don't know how he thought that Christianity is just a copy of Mithras.
Hold on. Well, so is Mike trying to say that fallen angels are entities made by man?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no,
No,
Mike, that's not true.
Definitely. If that's what you're saying, that's definitely not true. But I don't know if that's what he's saying. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like a half statement he made there. Entities made by what entities were made by man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the only thing I can see there is fallen angel, stuff like that. Technology. So I was thinking he's on about
That's
fallen
David
angel.
though.
it's because
Fallen angel.
Salt's joked about aliens building pyramids.
Yeah, they came in with their.
Oh,
laser-
gods, yes. Yeah, there's certainly false gods made by men, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yes,
But I
yes.
think some of those false gods are actually, could be fallen
Demons.
angels too. You know,
Well, are
Yeah,
these
the demons.
extraterrestrials we're talking about?
No,
Is there some kind of terrestrial planet out there? Other
There's
than-
dirt in the sky. You know,
Yeah,
there's a
right,
big ball
correct,
of-
Roger.
yeah, and religions is certainly man-made as well, 100%. I agree with that.
People believe a lot of stuff, and I mean believe.
Well, I used to believe a lot too. So it's not like I'm trying to throw people under the bus, but I mean, when rubber hits the road, you kind of have to make a stand or break somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
good to have evidence with that when you go do it. You know,
Like I say, I used to say that as above, so below thing as well, and realised that it's not in scripture. I mean, the closest to that is it'll be done in heaven as it's done on earth, sort of thing. That's about as close as you'll get to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I used to say things like that, as above, so below, and it's not scriptural.
I I reminded myself why we used to call Bob the science guy, Bob the fallacy guy last night. We watched one of his videos, man. Within the first sentence, we found like 4 fallacies right away. Like he's trying to describe Cavendish, right? And he's using a magnet as an analogy.
Oh, that other video. I saw he brought out a video measuring Earth's rotation and gravity or something. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, God. You're not going to be shocked. The Jinky experiment they did on the mountains, they think somehow that proves the mean density of the Earth, with a lot of like pre-assumptions that go with it, of the radius of the Earth, and they made the math fit so it works.
Yeah.
And I think we got what
the Schahelian.
Yeah, that's crap, dude.
Yeah, the Schahelian demonstration, because I'm not going to say it's experiment, just literally is a demonstration of Bernoulli's principle. When you stick, everybody's ever climbed a mountain before or even been, you'll realize that wind travels a lot quicker on the side of mountains.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, and the thinner the air is, the quicker that little amount of air also moves, because there's less friction. So now, when they have that so-called pendulum, that weight on a thing, and they put it on the side of the mountain, it's literally been pushed by the higher pressure on the outside, pushing it inwards because it's making a low pressure system between that object and the mountain. It's the same as like when you have 2 ships that are large. You can't park them too close to each other in a harbor because the wind traveling between them creates a low pressure system, and the pressure from the outside pushes them together.
Yeah, well,
it's dangerous. It's just Bernoulli's principle.
Yeah, not just, there's more that they messed up on too. They actually took, like, I think a theodolite basically, then they find their zenith with that, and they're using the preassumption that they're on a sphere, and they're actually the zeniths they get are from the center of the Earth. That's where they get the reciprocating zeniths from. So that would throw the whole experiment into a tizzy too, because their zeniths aren't true to the horizontal. It's the verticals.
Yeah.
So they have a bias. That, I know. They said it put a feather in Newton's gravitational constant with everything, the universal one. Yeah, everything at mass has gravity. No, there's so many other things they added into that. It's presuming they're on a sphere to begin with, and actually measuring it like there is a sphere.
Well, it's like the word gravity itself is a perverted word. What they use it for
it's weight,
today.
Dude. It really is.
100%. It did not used to mean what they use it to mean today. No way.
Well, they even measured
it. Meant
now.
weight. That's what it meant. And they took that word and then added an entire belief to it. And like, oh, yep, that's what it is. So they can drag that entire word definition into it. Like, if you disagree with us, you disagree with the word itself.
Yeah. Well, even in the documentary
that's
I watched,
what they've done. That's what they're trying to do with level, amongst others.
Even Newton himself at the time said there wasn't a tool that it could measure what he was thinking of, the idea of what he was thinking of, the universal gravity. They don't have one that's actually accurate enough to do it. I didn't say they actually proved it. I'm just saying even he thought himself that he couldn't prove it.
Goobers have fib 6.
Well, it's like if Newton were with us today, I dare imagine he'd kind of be pissed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he went a little mad in his later years.
Like, you guys are trying to attribute things to me that I didn't claim. Hold on a minute.
well, he did drink mercury, Yeah, that's how smart he was.
I think that they did that stuff to cure like pain with like syphilis and other diseases. So mercury was a cure-all for everything. They believed that at the time. I wouldn't drink or eat mercury. I promise.
No, don't.
Well, you know what? At least he made himself the first test subject.
Yeah, guinea
As far
pig.
as he knew, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I think in his latter years, he actually ran the mint for the royal family. He minted coins, and he dealt in weights and measurements like that too, with coins and the size and their makeup and stuff. So, but secretly, he was an alchemist. He didn't
Yeah, he
tell
was an
people.
alchemist,
Yeah.
Cool.
Alchemy was considered sorcery at the time.
Honestly, it still kind of showed he took a gamble. I mean, as smart as he was on the surface level, minting coin and all that, how could he be taken in by something that clearly has adverse health reactions?
I don't think they knew that back then, maybe.
Right. No, he didn't know. But otherwise, a worldly smart person, he still got taken in by that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how True confused Julius Caesar and Christ. I don't know.
No, I don't even want to know. It's too out there.
What Roman would think that your emperor is now a Messiah? They didn't like the idea of a king, did they? I think it's why they killed him.
I don't understand how people cannot see the truth. Like, look around you, look at everything, and if you think that a big bang created everything, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, Vicky, years ago, it used to feel the exact same way for me and others who were, anti-evolution.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you guys not see this? Where it's like there are variations within species, of course, but we don't observe one species turning into an entirely different species. How don't you see this? And the Bible's been saying it all along.
Yeah.
No, macroevolution is ridiculous. Micro as an adaptation is fine.
Yeah.
You get mutations, okay, but when it comes to speciation changes, it's totally nonsense. There's no observation.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I got into a debate with an evolutionist on Discord over on the politics server one time, and he was telling me that there was this lake in Michigan where they let some pollution in, and almost all the fish species died except one, and he accredited that's what they're calling evolution, because one fish built up a tolerance to the toxin. I guess that's part of evolution. No, that's not a change in species at all. But that's what they're going that far to grasp it. This is evidence of evolution. Like, dude.
Somebody said light's a frequency. I don't know about that. Light has frequency. I don't know. It's not frequent. It is not a frequency itself, but it has frequency, doesn't it?
They're talking about a star in a jar.
Oh, okay. I see. And a star in a jar.
Thermoluminescent.
Yep.
Yes.
I can say a neon sign has a frequency to it too, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it certainly has a frequency. I mean, that's how you would see the color and stuff like that, wouldn't it?
So what did he present as Cavendish?
Who are you talking about?
Bob, not the science guy.
Oh yeah, he didn't really present it. He had an animation of it with Cavendish in his video, not an actual.
The usual. Yeah. But I think I find that odd though. Every time the people try and claim Cavendish is so great, it's so good, then they can't actually bring an actual demonstration up.
Cave in a dish.
And then when they do bring it up, like for instance Blue Marble Science, it doesn't work. He had to go into his garage and literally manipulated himself to make it move.
Oh, he was in the video too that Bob put out. Blue Marble Science did his demonstration in there. Yes, right. He was at the end of it. He was the last one to speak in there. I remember that now.
But remember that live stream of Blue Marble when nothing was happening for hours and hours and hours on end, and then all of a sudden he went into his garage and he started tampering with it, and that's when it started giving results.
And
he was called out for that.
Yeah. Well, it's such a gravitational constant that it works every time. No, it doesn't. And I talked to an actual physics student. He said he did it like 150 times, and they took the overall results out of the 150 times and got an average out of it. It's like
average it out.
Yeah.
That's all they have to do. They have to average it because the only way they can manipulate the calculations to suit their narrative.
Well, they're saying every time I get that, like, well, it's interference from the gravitational pull of the Earth itself, but no matter how they isolate it, it still has problems.
Or when you like listen to it, remember with FTFE, it's like you show him demonstrations where it's going opposite or it's not doing anything. So, yeah, it only works when you do it the right. So in other words, they only accept the results that work. They don't accept the results that show them wrong.
Yeah. In a video that I watched with Bob, he had a direct stab at QE, and they literally put it in quotes to like his 5th grade science acumen. QE, he doesn't know how to do math, basically. Yeah. By the way, there's nothing in nature that has the Cavendish in it with a vacuum chamber somewhere.
Nope.
Didn't run across that in natural science anywhere.
So Trump's after Greenland now.
Is he? Venezuela's not enough, so we're going to go to Greenland?
Oh no, Colombia are vowing to take up arms as well.
Oh, nice.
But Two-Tier Keir said Greenland is for Greenland and Denmark only. Like Keir Starmer couldn't run a bath, let alone a country.
Why would you listen to anything Starmer has to say?
No, nobody does, Roger. Do you know they call him Never Hear Keir or Two-Tier Keir? Yeah, but listen, today one of the Labour MPs was saying about how in Venezuela they didn't have freedom of speech and all this, that, and the other. We don't have freedom of speech here.
No,
yep,
of course not.
Taken away. Yeah.
Well, wasn't he Starmer putting like his like bullies in power, basically, just shipping them in, putting them in places where taking over?
Be a dictator.
Oh yeah, that's going to work out.
Look, he wants communism, and he's saying there's people like he has less of a percentage than that Venezuelan president had of people that want him in power, and he said he's not going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So now people in Britain are saying, Trump, come and do it to us.
Yeah, go ahead. Take out Trump. Yeah.
Like Kieran Khan. Get him gone.
No, but if Trump cared at all about like the drug war in the U.S., he would have, done something about the CIA. A long time. And he hasn't.
Yeah. No. I don't think he has the power.
He's looking for proxy stuff. This is what this is.
He'll end up like Kennedy did if he tried.
I know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
To be fair, that Venezuelan president called him a coward and said, "Come on, I'll be waiting," and he literally did what he didn't even say he was gonna do. He just did it.
You guys should come over here and live. A lot different.
I would like my country back the way it was.
I would like your country back the way it was too.
I would like to not be threatened with prison for an opinion that doesn't go with the government's. We don't live in democracy. Democracy is a facade.
Yeah. It's another word for hypocrisy. Yeah.
But remember, this is all the building blocks for a one world government.
Of course.
Everybody who's gonna disagree with martial law being gonna be stated, you're just gonna be seen as a terrorist.
Yeah. Well, you know who the police are in this one world government.
And the problem is the Christians are the first people to be labeled as these terrorists.
Even Michael Khan in this country, me as well, are labelled as extremists because of our opinions about illegal migration, the government and stuff. We're classed as far right extremists.
Yep, exactly.
You're not. Yeah. But you know who's going to be the police of the one world government? It's going to be the United States, because it seems like we're already on the ball now doing it. So,
Well, Vicky, didn't you know your Bible teaches you to be a radical extremist and hate everybody?
does it?
No, I don't read the Quran.
Chapter and
Well,
verse.
that's what they say. That's what they say the Bible does.
No,
Really
that's
weird.
the Quran.
No, the Quran's the book of peace. Remember, it's
No.
the religion of peace.
So where did Christ tell people that? Yeah, I didn't think he did.
That's the point. And when people say that God is the same as their God, no, it's not.
No.
One's dark, one's light, one's good, one's evil. They are two complete opposites. They are nothing alike.
One is Satan, and I can tell you
No.
which one is Satan.
Without a doubt. He says it. He says he's the greatest deceiver.
He's 99 names.
We're warned about a false prophet, a false prophet that tries to commit suicide. Come on. It's there in black and white. You've just got to open your eyes.
Oh, I don't read the Quran. Sorry, Vicky.
No, listen, I
You
don't.
don't need to read it.
Yeah. Wasn't going to.
There's a lot
It's
of
like
things.
a person doesn't necessarily need to read the Quran.
Well,
Because it's like what anybody needs to know is like, does the Quran contain actual salvation? The answer is no.
No.
well,
Even
Period.
If you are in the mood to be tortured, try read the Quran.
yeah.
No, thank you.
It's really
Well,
it's terrible.
if you
It's
have
terrible.
to.
I've never even held a Quran.
No. Do yourself a favor. Just
Yeah.
go on the online Quran as well. Just take an hour. Just an hour. And I promise you the hour's going to feel like 10 hours for you for reading. Because you're going to read the same thing over and over. It's going to repeat itself. And it's still going to contradict itself while it's repeating.
Yeah, most contradictions do repeat. Yeah. So the Quran's just the book of contradictions and a repetitive genre.
But what's really bad about it is, I don't know, the people were so illiterate they couldn't even put it in subject that it stays in order. So they literally just put it in order to numbers. So you read something and then it's not even finished with the subject, it just moves on to something else. And then all of a sudden later it comes back to that. And it says totally different to what it was saying. It hops all over the place. It feels like you're going insane when you're reading the thing.
So it's like somebody's on Ritalin and they're writing this book, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they just can't concentrate. They keep on
Well,
going.
it's like a whole
almost
group
like
of
a-
men who are carnally operated, agreeing with each other,
That's crazy.
and they
It's
just
almost
go in a
like
merry-go-round.
the Quran. Yeah, it's almost like the Quran's got turrets or something.
Well, it's like that's why they had to have who are the people who interpret the Quran for their flock? What do they call them again? Like
The imams. The imams.
They need those, or you wouldn't understand it at all, would you? They can interpret it any way they want almost.
But that's their fail-safe to keep people dumbed down and thinking that it's a true religion, because they don't read the Quran for themselves. All they do is they go to the imam, and the imam is the ones that have the knowledge of the Quran. You understand? So when they need to find something out, that's why if you can ask like 90% of Islamists, the Muslims, okay, do you know about you can literally go marry someone for a day as a prostitute and just literally divorce them. You know, you can marry them, to have sex with them, and then divorce them in the same day.
So you
While
can do it
have
under
four other wives.
the law of the Quran. You can go out and have a prostitute for a day.
Yeah, but they don't know you're allowed to do that. You understand? And that's what the Quran teaches. It's things like that. The Quran teaches that Aisha was 9 years old. You know, they don't know that. They don't know that Muhammad was doing sexual relations with Al Zut, you know, with Al Kalbi and all that stuff. All they know is the Quran says, you know, to be queer is against Allah, and yet their greatest prophet literally was queer.
There you go.
I was going to say there is no democracy here in the UK, despite what's said. You know what I mean? There's no democracy. Our say doesn't mean anything.
It's an illusion, PJ. That's what it is.
Of course it is. Of course it
It's
is.
like when they tell you multiculturalism is your strength as a country. It's not. It's actually the weakness.
You can appreciate other people's cultures. You don't have to adopt them. You know what I mean?
But in Islam, when you die, you don't go and spend eternity with their God. They just go and they get virgins. Only the men though, because the women.
Well, the majority of women go to hell.
Yeah.
It's only the men. It's only the men that do the most disgusting, despicable things that go to heaven and then deflower virgins for eternity.
I think a lot of women are oppressed by them, though, aren't they? They don't.
These virgins, where's all the rest of the virgins got to come from? Because there's no such thing as infinite virgins.
Well, no, but they are magical being virgins that they get deflowered and then everything grows back again.
Then their hymen grows, so they get deflowered, then their hymen grows back. Oh, it's fantastic.
And they each get 70, so for eternity. I just want to ask a question. Is too much of a good thing get boring after a while?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you look at their culture, it's all about a man's physical wants.
Yeah.
And it is.
All about love.
Yeah, massively. And about men.
I mean, even Aisha was moaning to Muhammad that a woman was beaten purple and blue by her own husband just because she wasn't obeying him, apparently. And Muhammad said it's the woman's fault.
Well, he would, because it's all about men and male wants.
So. I'm a born again virgin. That's a good one.
No, Islam is it. If you go down that rabbit hole, I tell you, you'll be shocked.
It's really bad. It's
so
really bad.
Well, it's like one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit is self-control. And granted, I'm not the best at it myself, but it's like when you need an entire half of your population, the female portion, covering up themselves, does that say you have a good amount of self-control or lack of it?
No, and listen, when even over here, you get them saying to women, you can't wear perfume, you have to dress covered up and all that. Like, you've come to our country and you're telling us we can't wear perfume, we can't dress how we want, and we can't wear makeup because you can't control yourselves. It's not our fault. Men
correct, Vicky.
Can't control themselves. If you can't control yourself, lock yourself away.
That's not the woman's fault, it's yours.
Yeah. I seen a video the other day, and it was a Muslim woman got in the back of a taxi and he was playing music. And she said, turn it off, it's haram. And he was like, no. He said, did they have music back in Allah's day, in Muhammad's day? And she said, no, it's haram. And he said, well, get out then. And she went, why? And he went, because in Allah's day, they didn't have cars. Go and wait for your donkey.
That's a good one.
You know.
It's insane. If you don't go to someone's place, it's like going to someone's house, visiting someone's house, and dictating them what they should do in their own house, and then at the end of the day, tell them, get out your own house. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Just go back to where you came from. If that's how you want to be, go back to where you came from.
That's the thing, though. If Islam is so great and all these countries ran by Islam are so great, why come to Western countries? Why? Because you want to take over. While they're in a minority, when they're in a minority,
they've already turned their own country into a hellhole. That's why they're coming.
Exactly. But when they're the minority, they play victim, and you notice it. See, like October 7th, not October 7th. You know, the synagogue thing. Then they're all of a sudden their mosques are on fire and stuff. Funny enough, they were both done by Muslims, But and then the government are giving them tens of millions. Protect your mosque, protect your mosque. Not about the fact that a Muslim did that to Jewish people. It's all about they then play victim, and then when they get the majority, they then take over.
But they learned that from Muhammad, though, because remember when Muhammad started Islam, it was the same thing. He was all with the Jews and the Christians, and he was like, "No, we are a peace." When he started getting enough followers, then all of a sudden was subjugate. Then it was taken by force.
They're allowed to lie.
It's taught in Islam to lie.
Yep.
It literally taught to be morally good.
As long as it furthers their agenda, they're allowed to.
Yeah.
Well, I can say the same for Duffy. It goes along with the agenda. It's all right to lie. I think it's why he did that whole sermon to appease what he's doing. Yeah.
No, but if I went to a Muslim country and started saying you've got to respect my Christian beliefs and this, that, and the other, I'd be executed. But they can come to our countries and
you don't even have to say respect it. You can just literally have a Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone?
Guys, I got a point. Out of all the religions, they're the only ones that scream you're infidel if you're not in our religion, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but if you convert from Islam to another religion, you're meant to be killed.
I mean, everybody's meant to be killed to them as
I
long
know
as
that.
you're not a Muslim. Huh?
No, but it's like never mind.
Muslims will be killed for certain things.
No, but never mind that Christianity came before Islam, long before.
600 years.
And you're calling us infidels.
Well, didn't you know that the Quran tells us that Muhammad was in the Bible?
Yeah, when he's not.
And that Jesus was Muslim?
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Where did they get that from? No idea.
I'm on a lot of things on TikTok, right? And they push it. Jesus was a Muslim. And I'm like, how do you work that out? Islam wasn't even a thing.
During Christ.
There wasn't such thing as Islam, exactly.
For 600 years after Christ.
Well, I was going to compare him to like somebody has Islam is like the small man complex. That's why they threaten everybody all the time. You must die. You are infidel.
Well, they always have to do it in group as well, if you haven't realized. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to end the stream here. It was a great chat, at least. It would have been nice if Andy did come in, to be honest.
Well, I don't think he had much to present, anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, it would have been great because then I would have been able to explain to him what I wanted last night. So, but PJ, you got a show coming up?
No, tomorrow. I'm on twice tomorrow. Saturday and Monday's my day off.
Yeah, because I'm off tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so twice tomorrow. I'll be on the afternoon and night time with boxing night, and we've also got a movie as well after the two bouts that Canal picked last week.
Boots.
It's a comedy. It's a Dave Chappelle one. I think can't remember what it's called. It's a one-word film.
You're not talking about the evil of
Screwed. It's called Screwed.
Oh yeah, Screwed. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
We already did the evil one. We did that. Tucker and Dale versus Evil versus Evil last night. Yeah,
I didn't get to watch that.
It was good.
I was busy working. Sorry.
It was quite funny. Actually, it was quite funny.
Like today, I got to work. I got to work a 10-hour shift today. So.
Got you. Yeah, no, I did know. Like Chris was in last night, and I was like, "Oh, Roger isn't showing up." That's why I texted you because I didn't know if you were doing something at working or what. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was listening on the YouTube side, but I can't just listening to a movie while I'm working isn't exactly fun.
No, of course not. It's different if you're listening to information, but movie you've got to get into. Yeah.
Can I say it's free to hit the like?
Yeah, it is.
But if you want to if you want to join the membership, he has memberships too.
Yep.
And Patreon. And I got PayPal. And I got a GoFundMe going.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
And for the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a member.
Yep.
Woohoo! Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Have you got it at hand?
What?
The GoFundMe link.
She already put it in the chat once, I thought.
Yeah, I know, but put it in again. People miss it.
Can
And
everyone?
if you can't donate, just share it.
Can everyone keep sharing it on their community posts, please?
I've been sharing it on my stream. I got my QR code. It's got Platz's GoFundMe attached to our Vicky's GoFundMe.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Oh,
no problem.
Man, my head's exploding.
You can't wait to get home, can you?
No idea.
Yeah, I do.
I really want. I mean, I haven't been home for like 3.5 weeks now. It's quite scary to hope you come home and nothing's been broken into. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Hopefully your local police are on the job. They're watching the place. Yeah.
Police? What's that?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what though? Don't think about it because you can't do anything about it at the minute. So there's no point even thinking about it.
You got any pets at home, Platz?
Do you think I'll leave pets at home for like a month?
I forgot. Been gone 3 weeks.
I was going to say, now the gorillas look after themselves.
Well, he's got orangutans in the backyard. No, I thought he might have a yard dog or something, you know.
It'd be dead, Roger. It's not a lion. It can't go out and hunt.
Well, I've left my dogs at home for like a couple of days, and we'll leave food and water out for them. We don't like have them chained up in the backyard, unable to, move.
Most dogs nowadays are so interbred; they wouldn't be able to survive in the wild now. You know,
I left my dog for 10 minutes.
I mean, look at a Chihuahua. I mean, that would never survive in the wild now. At one point, dogs were wild. You know.
Yeah, imagine you come in the forest and you see a poodle running around and ripping some poor bunny to shreds.
Yeah, I've watched videos where raptors come down and
deer and that. Can you imagine seeing a Chihuahua hunting a deer?
Dude, a small falcon could swoop down and eat a Chihuahua. Gone.
I like Chihuahuas because they're little.
I know, but they're not going to survive in the wild,
no.
would they?
Obviously not. Roger, I leave my dog for 10 minutes and she has a nervous breakdown.
Oh, she would not survive in the wild at all.
Yeah, I had a chug. You know what a chug is, right?
No.
A pug crossed with the.
It's a pug and a Chihuahua. It's a chug.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I'll show her to you.
Ugly dog.
You've seen her? She's in one of my pictures. I'll show you. Here.
Really?
Can her eyes also pop out if she gets stressed like a pug?
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Cash herself. Yeah.
You should get a bullshit.
Yeah, shit.
I think pugs is quite a good evidence against evolution.
Yeah, massively. They can't breathe.
Definitely, they can't even breathe through.
They've got so much issues.
Yeah.
I mean, they got so much issues. I mean, how is that an evolutionary trait that if you get stressed out, that your eyes fall out? How's that evolutionary trait?
Right.
Most dogs, though, with a short nose, because it's from breeding, crossbreeding and stuff, they can't give birth naturally. A lot of them
it'll get to a point where they're just step out, where they can't breathe anymore.
PJ
can't breathe.
There's my pug on my picture. That's her face right there.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad looking. I thought it would be a horrible looking thing, but it's okay.
No, but it's got a short, stubby body though, kind of.
Oh, okay. That's still cute. Still cute.
They weigh a lot more.
You want to get a Pomsky? A Pomsky. They're wow cute.
Are you the Scarlet Pimpernel?
Oh well, no, I'm not. I'm Guy Fawkes, but
there's you Guy Fawkes. Yeah, close enough.
It's Scarlet Pimpernel.
Well, you're wearing a red T-shirt. So.
Remember the 5th of November.
Gunpowder, treason, and plot. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my daughter's dog. She gave it to me, and I took care of it till she passed on. But yeah, she's fat, little. She weighed probably around 30 pounds, 40 pounds or so. For a Chihuahua, that's big, but it's a pug in her.
So what about 13 kilos, something like that?
I don't know how to
5 kilos.
Yeah.
How do you get pound? I would say around 30 to 35 pounds. So what is that in kilos?
Well, that's just go under, just under half. I think just under half. Under half of it. Yeah, usually pounds and kilos.
What is that in kilometers?
Yeah.
What is that in gravity?
I don't know. Well,
I don't know how many gravitons that is.
35 pounds is 15 kilos.
You could break it down into newtons. That's what they call it.
35 pounds is 15. So yeah, just a little under half. Yeah.
Many ways.
Show me a vacuum that doesn't require containment, please.
Oh no.
Where?
Oh, the car.
So her name was Minnie Cooper. We just called her Cooper. So the name fit would be
Minnie.
Yeah, my daughter had a Minnie Cooper. So that was her first car. She went out and bought a brand new Minnie Cooper.
Well, look at the actress, Minnie Driver. That's the name, Minnie Driver.
Yeah.
It's an actual name.
Well, my daughter watched The Italian Job when she was younger. So I want one of those cars.
She was in Good Will Hunting, wasn't she? Minnie Driver. Good film.
Who played in The Italian Job? That was
Mark Wahlberg. Are you talking about the old one, Michael Caine, or the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
The new one. That's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. She saw the Mini Coopers they had in there. They did the heist with. She wanted one of those.
Well, the original one with Michael Caine was filmed just about 2.5 miles from here. When it was filmed in the sewers, that was filmed back at an airport sewers, just 2 miles from here. Yeah, the original, obviously, not the Mark Wahlberg one.
Yeah, Fraysboro was a popular place, huh? Back in
this is not Coventry.
Oh, Coventry. Yeah.
Fraysboro.
Fraysboro
hasn't got an airport. It's fishing time. It's got no airport.
Yeah, they got the seaport. You don't need an airport.
You've got a port, but no airport. Yeah.
So why do they call them airports, seaports? I'm just wondering why. This is kind of the similarity there. You know, flying, sailing, navigation. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm still trying to figure out how you circumnavigate a globe. I mean, they haven't figured that out yet.
Port is always on the left. So what does that work with airport?
I guess the left airport. We still haven't figured out why Jesus is a myth yet. So,
well, because he's not.
No.
That's the whole point of having this dream.
Like even amongst people who don't believe, no, it's historical.
Right.
You can literally go and walk where he walked.
Yeah.
Well, now I got a video I can reference when people ask me about Josephus being a reputable scholar.
I mean, even the skull, the Golgotha Mountain, can be from the skull. The skull is still there in the rock that looks like a skull. It's still there. The place of the skull.
Well, you'll get these people. What about the contradictions with Judas Iscariot? Did he hang himself?
Because he hung himself and then he went headlong in the field, and he's got spilled out. Well, that could have been.
Yeah, we explained it's still not.
Yeah.
Still not contradiction.
Yeah, it's not a contradiction. It could be where the field where he could have hung himself.
We're different.
And it could have been after decaying a bit. And he fell headlong, and he's got spilled out.
Lovely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was thinking the same thing myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a contradiction. You'd think if they thought that
but think of it this way.
It was made up, they wouldn't put that in the Bible, would they?
So, but just think of it this way: you got two people walking. They see this person, lying on the ground. The one says, oh, he's got a noose around his neck, so obviously he hung himself. The other one is saying, oh, but there's guts all over spilled around. So the one is concentrating on the guts part, the other one's concentrating on the noose on the head.
Well.
Same story. Same story.
Just more detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one's just concentrating on something else.
It's two people's accounts. No two people's account is going to be exactly the same, ever.
Yeah.
The thing is, if it was the same, then it would be made up.
Yeah. And the thing is about Acts, where it says it in Acts, Luke wrote Acts, and he was not directly with Jesus. He was a friend or a disciple of one of the disciples, something like that.
He was with Paul.
He was a physician anyway, wasn't he, Luke? I know that.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, let me try this again. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you guys Much blessings. Appreciate everybody's support. Cheers.